नशीली जवां ये मुलाकात है, होश में हम नहीं, ऐसी क्या बात है। रब से ज्यादा तेरा एतबार हो गया, रब से ज्यादा तेरा एतबार हो गया, कहाँ दिल खो गया। कसम से कसम से कसम से कसम से हमें प्यार हो गया, सनम से सनम से सनम से सनम से। जान मेरी रूठ गई, जाने क्यों हमसे, आफत में पड़ गई जान। हो जान मेरी रूठ गई, जाने क्यों हमसे, आफत में पड़ गई जान। हर लाख कहूँ एक नहीं माने कसम से, आफत में पड़ गई जान। हो जान मेरी रूठ गई रे। बन जा शोला या चिंगारी, छोड़ नहीं मैं बाँह। ऐ मेरे हमसफर,
Good morning, guys. It is 9:08. Welcome down to another edition of Sabaki PR, your morning's love, your recipe for happiness. It is Tuesday, the 21st day of March. And do you know why, Buddy Pal? Do you know why it's a good day today?
Why?
Just make a guess.
Because it's Tuesday?
That, but on the outside.
It's raining cats and dogs, snakes and frog,
Yes.
lizard dog and puppy tails and oxtails and crabs and lobsters and everything.
Yes, it is. Well, I really wish it was raining lobsters, but it is a fantastic rainy day on the outside.
Yeah,
And
it is.
yesterday
Trust me.
also was a very rainy day. I got wet. Let me see. Today I know I'm going to be sick because I got wet all day yesterday. I had to keep running in and out here, there, everywhere, and I got soaked because it wasn't even drizzling, buddy.
Well-
it was loud raining.
Well, yesterday, was quite a busy one for me. And around 1 o'clock, after you would have left me there, I ended up doing something else. And then around 1 o'clock, Mr. Hunger says, Joshua, I'm ready for you. And, I opened my wallet and I'm like, you know what? A roach can drop in this. And there's no way that I'm going to go to the bank in all of this. All right?
Tuesday at lunch?
No, I decided to play brave. I decided to drink water, drink coffee. It's not helping because remember I did not have breakfast because I quickly rushed down to the office that morning. And so I said to myself, I looked outside. It's raining. I went to my bro Raj. I said, Raj, do you have an umbrella? Raj always got the rain gears. He said, yes, here you go. And so, a little umbrella that's, I'm big. I'm a big guy. A little umbrella. And I decided that I'm going to go to the Chinese right across the road there to get me a cup noodles. You know, I love cup noodles. So that could have gotten me no, no, no. Tell me you don't know where the Chinese is.
I know.
Okay, good,
I
good, good.
know. It's where that place used to be.
Good, good. Just checking, right? And so I quickly ran over there, and trust me, the Chinese is 2 minutes away from Kaieteur. If people just 2 minutes, the supermarket, and or less. And I got soaked from head to toe just for $100 noodles.
But what happened to Auntie decide who to sell the Polari and them things?
Well, at 1 o'clock, Auntie gone, buddy. Me didn't realize this all the time. Now 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
She gets so big business that she sell by lunchtime.
Bro, Auntie come 10:30, and by the time 11:30, 12, Auntie done. I kid you not.
I want a job like she when I grow up. I want a job like she when I grow up.
But she's just, I did told her that once. So she's like, no, don't say that because you know what time I get up to prepare all of this. And she bring things in large quantity, all right? Not no little bit thing. All right? You see the puritre lang so. Pour your pack up top.
Ow.
Right? And that just goes, go, bloop, 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 bloop. Like you ever see a man on the road of sharing money, like, you know? Yeah. You know those businesses around sometimes it's got some vagrants lined up for money and they just passing like this? That's how the pour it is. Well, like just
Well, that's wonderful. Good morning to all of the market vendors and all of the people. Listen to me, the people who got snackets. And we've said this before. We've talked about this before. You know, when you're going to work in the morning and you see the little egg ball stand, the little cane juice snacket and all these things, and you know you're stopping and you buy a little $100 Polari and your chicken ball and things. Do y'all know how much work goes into those snackets? You know what time those people gotta be up in the morning making that Polari dough and lifting it for rays and doing up chana. As a matter of fact, the process starts from since the night before because they got soak the chana, they got soak the dal, they got pressure the dal, they got grind the dal for make puri. Let me tell you. And it's not, whenever you go to those snackets, it's never just one or two things you're seeing in there. You're seeing egg ball, chicken ball, fish ball, fish cakes, puri, chicken curry. You're seeing a whole host of things. So a special shout out this morning. Respect goes out to those people who are on the grind from very, very early. You're listening to us here on Sabaki PR. It's a very cold and gloomy morning, and I'm absolutely loving it because I love this type of weather. But do not let this type of weather. I know you might be tempted to want to stay in bed and like, I don't want to do anything today, but you gotta get out there and you gotta get. So I hope that this morning's program especially is going to help you to get motivated, put you in great mood with great music, and we can take this show on the road. What do you say, buddy pal?
I doubt you, buddy pal, but just before we run in, I just want to punch in. I just love Tuesdays. I always use that phrase, and I know you don't like it. I know the people out there. I'm gonna say it regardless because I'm gonna say it. I know you don't like it, but what we just say? What's the saying? What's the saying?
You don't remember what the saying.
No. What's the saying when people say when you don't like something? Who vex drink more vex. I don't understand up to this day what that thing means. But who
That's definitely a guy slave, but please don't do that. Please don't drink more.
But Tuesday is that day where we carry you down memory lane. It's that day that I always believe that you call your ex and say, "Baby, I'm sorry." And especially with this rainy season. All right.
There's a reason why they are an ex.
I noticed.
No call. And everything said this, and I could come in and said this every time.
I noticed that you got up this morning on Sabaki PR and you have decided to choose violence.
Yes. Today is a day of violence because it's too cold on the outside, so there's got to be some spice somewhere.
Yeah, well, that's why you got to call it ex to get the spice. You walk straight into that one.
I am not going to be paying attention to this. Guys, we want to hear from you this morning. Feel free to reach out to us on our Facebook Live.
Yes.
Comment to let us know what this morning is tempting you to do. You want to stay in or you got to go out there and work? Tell us what's happening with you this morning. Stay in or nah, I going out there and I go to work. What y'all doing this morning? Let us know.
Let us know. Before we go, let me just quickly tell you that March 21, 2023, and we're going to chit-chat more about this later on in the program, it's known as World Down Syndrome Day. And World Down Syndrome Day is marked each year on the 21st of March, beginning back in 2007. And the 21st day of March was selected to signify the uniqueness of the 21st chromosome, which causes Down syndrome. This day is done. So, these days, I know I saw the ministry putting out a notice to children and teachers to wear colored socks, in observance of World Down Syndrome Day. So we're going to talk more about that in our program. So March 21st, 2023 is known as World Down Syndrome Day.
All right.
Yeah. So we're going to
talk more later about that.
Yeah, we'll talk more about that. But it's Tuesday, and you know what we like to do on a Tuesday?
Play great music. Let's take this playlist back from the top.
I like when people cry on a Tuesday. I kid you not.
You like when people cry on a Tuesday?
Yeah.
Because Tuesday is the goldies day. I always like to call the oldies goldies. So Tuesday is that throwback type of vibe. So we hope that you guys enjoy all the wonderful music today. And for those persons who are going to be enjoying the music, we want to hear from you too.
Baby, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do this. You're my sunshine. You're my everything. Please listen to
I gotta take you off the air. No.
Please listen to Kaieteur Radio. And forgive me. And come, let's spice things up. I'm gone.
के दिल मेरा गोरिया चली उड़ा के निंदिया कहाँ तू चली रहते हो मेरी इन सांसों से कहते हो सपनों में खो जाओ जब कोई बात बिगड़ जाए जब कोई मुश्किल पड़ जाए तुम देना साथ मेरा ओ हमनवा न कोई था जिंदगी में तुम्हारे सिवा, तुम बिना साथ मेरा ओ हमनवा।
तुम देना साथ मेरा ओ हमनवा।
तेरी उम्मीद तेरा इंतजार करते हैं, तेरी उम्मीद तेरा इंतजार करते हैं।
ऐ सनम हम तो सिर्फ तुमसे प्यार करते हैं। ऐ सनम हम तो सिर्फ तुमसे प्यार करते हैं।
दिल से रे, दिल से रे, दिल से
दिल तो आखिर दिल है ना, मीठी सी मुश्किल है ना, पिया 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 ना पिया।
जिया 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 ना जिया दिल से रे।
जाम में घोल कर हुस्न की मस्तियाँ, जाम में घोल कर हुस्न की मस्तियाँ। चांदनी मुस्कुराई मजा आ गया, चांदनी मुस्कुराई मजा आ गया। चांद के साए में ऐ मेरे साकिया, चांद के साए में ऐ मेरे साकिया। तूने ऐसी पिलाई मजा आ गया।
मेरे रश के कमर तूने पहली नजर, मेरे रश के कमर तूने पहली नजर, जब नजर से मिलाई मजा आ गया, जब नजर से मिलाई मजा आ गया, जब नजर से मिलाई मजा आ गया।
कितनी बेचैन होके तुमसे मिली, तुमको क्या थी खबर थी मैं कितनी अकेली।
जो भी कसमें खाई थी हमने, वादा किया था जो मिलके तूने ही जीवन में लाया था मेरे सवेरा। क्या तुम्हें याद है? तेरी उम्मीद तेरा इंतजार करते हैं, है सनम हम तो सिर्फ तुमसे प्यार करते हैं।
आँखों से तूने ये क्या कह दिया, दिल ये दीवाना धड़कने लगा। तन्हाई में हम मिले इस तरह, बारिश में शोला भड़कने लगा। तू तड़पने लगा, मैं मचलने लगी। बूंद तन पे गिरी, जाम चलने लगी। छा रहा है जब सा नशा।
जादू तेरी नजर, खुशबू तेरा बदन, तू हाँ कर या ना कर, तू हाँ कर या ना कर। तू है मेरी किरण, तू है मेरी किरण। तेरे दर पर सनम चले आए, तू ना आया तो हम चले आए, चले आए, चले आए। तेरे दर पर सनम खुमार नया प्यार है नया इंतजार कर लूं मैं क्या अपना हार ऐ दिले बेकरार मेरे दिले बेकरार तू ही बता दिल मेरा चुराया क्यों जब ये दिल
25 minutes after your 9 o'clock hour here on Sabaki PR. I believe it's getting to look a little bit bright outside. Raj, maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong. Tell us how outside is looking, Raj. Just peep outside it quickly and tell me how it's looking. I don't know. Because I'm not feeling cold anymore.
My windows are soaked.
Oh, well.
It's pouring right about now.
Oh, well, you know, I normally hear it through my window, so I'm not hearing it.
Through your window?
Sorry, through the roof.
You're in the zinc, right? On the roofing. Okay, I know what you're referring to. I see dark clouds on my window.
I know the storm is coming any minute.
Anytime I hear this song, you are the first. You're the not first. You're the only person that comes to mind. Tell the people how much time I record it and send it to you. Play it anywhere.
You know, normal day, relaxing. Message from Sarida, voice note.
Yeah.
Huh, what's this? Let's see. Cause every time it rains, I fall to pieces. Oh my goodness gracious me. I still don't know what she means by that song. Never gonna know, and just don't want to know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell the people, talk to me. What do you have for us this morning on this beautiful wet Tuesday?
So Tuesday, and as we mentioned earlier, good morning to Auntie Ano Kalpan. She says it's raining here in Greenwich Park all morning. Well, looks like I gotta go over to Greenwich Park because it wasn't raining here all morning.
No, it started about 8 o'clock this morning on my way to work. The rain came down in all its glory.
I love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
I don't love it.
Today,
because I'll tell you why I don't love it, and then you can. Yeah, sorry about that. I can tell you why I don't love it. Because some smarty pants decided to park in front of the building where the door is, so the vehicle had nowhere else to put me off.
Oh.
Yes. So good morning to that smarty pants.
But don't let one bad thing spoil the entire day of the rainy day.
It spoiled my hair. You know, I took 1 hour to fix my hair.
Yeah, which part? Yeah, yeah, we're gonna come back to that quarter of an inch of hair that you have there. We're gonna come back to which part of that hair was even moved by a drop of rain.
No problem. I got you.
Today, as we mentioned earlier, guys, it is World Down Syndrome Day, and as Buddy Pilot mentioned earlier, it's observed annually on March 21st, and World Syndrome Day is marketed each year on March 21st, and this began since 2007.
Yeah.
So this day was selected to signify the uniqueness of the triplication of the 21st chromosome, which causes Down syndrome. Now, we're talking about Down syndrome, and we're talking about a 21st chromosome, which means there's an extra chromosome.
Yeah.
So what exactly is Down syndrome, and why is there awareness of this? Why do people need to know about Down syndrome?
Yeah.
So here's why. An individual with Down syndrome, they inherit all or parts of an extra copy of chromosome 21. That is why March 21st is celebrated as Down syndrome Day, because it is chromosome 21.
Yeah.
So symptoms associated with the syndrome include mental retardation, distinctive facial characteristics, and increased risk for heart defects and digestive problems. And these can range, they're not just these here, no, they're not just as is, but they can range from mild to severe. So any person with Down syndrome can have these illnesses either from a mild range or it can be very severe. So this is how you're also able to identify persons with Down syndrome. Most time when you look at the physical, you can tell in the facial, usually the children, they look like, sometimes they can look like they're a bit sleepy, their eyes can be a bit drooped, sometimes their facial structures are a little bit changed up. So that is how sometimes you can identify which is why when you see children looking like that or people looking like that, you have to be considerate towards them, because sometimes and oftentimes they're traveling with Down syndrome or other illnesses. So you have to be kind to people who are disabled, who may be suffering from mental retardation, who may have Down syndrome, and these type of things, which is why we're also talking about this, because we want to put out that message out there to be kind to people who look differently than you. You know, because it means that they're going through something that you wouldn't understand. So the least you can do is to be kind.
Yeah.
Right? So today we're observing Down Syndrome Day because it's the 21 chromosome. That's why March 21st is that day. So this is the day that the Down syndrome community creates a single global voice advocating for the rights, inclusion, and well-being of people with Down syndrome. And obviously it goes without saying, once you look differently, once you are not able to communicate normally, you're not able to fit in, you are somewhat stigmatized by
Correct.
society.
Yeah.
You might be saying, but you know, Sarita, you're wrong. No, I'm not wrong. We're out in the public world. We see what's happening with people who are differently abled. We see what happens with people who, as for a matter of fact, I do recall this being a big thing, you know, from the First Lady's initiative also, where she was trying to get the inclusions of more accessibility to people in wheelchairs, because many of the buildings in Georgetown and Guyana in general
They don't cater for that.
not have
Correct.
accessibility. Right, they do not have, they have steps. How is a disabled person, someone who can't walk, who has an amputated leg or has a wheelchair, you know, how are these people getting upstairs?
Yeah.
So I recall her, you know, advocating for that more inclusion into buildings, to have accessibility passes and all that. So yes, this is what happens with people who, you know, are disabled or have Down syndrome and all that. This is why this day is celebrated, so that they can be included, they can be treated as everyone else. They don't, they're special in their own way. So which is why we have to treat them specially.
Yeah.
Right?
That's
so
true.
we're really hoping that, guys, if you are not aware of what Down syndrome was or is, I'm sure you've seen people with Down syndrome, but you just don't know that's what it is. I'm sure people have Down syndrome and they just have never diagnosed it. They don't know what it is either. So I'm talking to parents out there too. If you've seen your toddler or your child, your teenager is exhibiting these types of symptoms or whatever it is, and you're not sure, you always think that, oh, this child, they're born and, you know, they're not normal, you know, I don't know what's wrong with them, but you never took them to a doctor, or you never took them anywhere to get them correctly diagnosed with what might be happening with them. This is also your cue. If you see your child exhibiting these types of things, please go to a doctor and get them
Yes.
diagnosed so that they can receive the proper treatment, and you know, you can know what's happening with them, so you know how to take care of them best. All right, so keep that in mind, guys, as we celebrate World Down Syndrome Day.
All right, I love that you were giving us that explanation of what World Down Syndrome Day is. So when you go around today on the street, you see people with colored socks, different colors. It is, you know, in observance of World Down Syndrome Day, and we really hope, like Buddy Pal mentioned, if you've seen any of these, if you see anything strange, I want to use the word strange, or anything not normal with your child, you know, it's good to have this, you know, diagnosed within an early stage, so that, you know, the possible treatment, therapy sessions, whatever is it that needs to be done, it can be done, and it be done early. All right. So that's all we have to share with you on World Down Syndrome Day. Today we also celebrate another day, but I'm going to tell you, I'll let this soak in for a while. I'm going to tell you a little bit, but I just want to really wish of everyone Select Alex a speedily recovery. Persons have been messaging me yesterday. How is he? He's recovering well. He should be with us here tomorrow. He would have went to the doctor. You know, he got enough mouth, so the doctor had to worry. All right, the doctor had to worry. So he's recovering, and if all goes well, he's going to be with us here tomorrow.
But I know also a reason what's getting him even more sick is because he's doing work.
Yes.
And the man don't get to put the magic in the fingers.
Yeah.
Oh, the man can't function, so he's sick, and not being here is making him even more sick.
Even more sick, yes.
So he got to come back to work real quick so he can be back to normal, you know.
Speedily recovery,
Yeah, we wish
bro.
him a speedy
Yes,
recovery.
yes.
Yes.
He's
So
listening.
what we're gonna do, we're gonna play these next songs for him, right? These next oldies that we have, but we're putting a bit of spice to these songs. So the Select This one is for you and Joshua, the SKP team, and also our listening public out there. This one comes out from them to you, so so you can have. You're gonna hear them. You're gonna hear the mix and the spice, and you're gonna get it adrenaline. You're gonna feel better.
All right, let's go, everybody.
Let's go.
अरमान भरे दिल में सपनों को जगा दे दे भड़के हुए शोलों को कुछ और हवा दे दे बनती है तो बन जाए है जिंदगी अफसाना ऐ मेरे दिले नादान तो गम से ना घबराना ऐ मेरे दिले नादान तो गम से ना घबराना एक दिन तो समझ लेगी दुनिया तेरी अफसाना ऐ मेरे दिले नादान तो गम से ना घबराना फरियाद से क्या हासिल रोने से नतीजा क्या बेकार है ये बातें इन बातों से होगा क्या अपना भी घड़ी भर में बन जाता है बेगाना ऐ मेरे दिले नादान तो गम से ना घबराना ऐ मेरे दिले नादान तो गम से ना घबराना एक दिन तो समझ लेगी दुनिया तेरी अफसाना ऐ मेरे दिले नादान तो गम से ना घबराना सांसों की आठ पाक भड़कता रहेगा ये हो सांसों की आठ पाक भड़कता रहेगा ये सीने में दिल के साथ धड़कता रहेगा ये धड़कता रहेगा ये वो नक्श क्या हुआ जो मिटाए सिमट गया वो दर्द क्या हुआ जो दबाए से दब गया दिल में किसी के प्यार का चलता हुआ दिया दुनिया के आंधियों से भला ये बुझेगा क्या ये जिंदगी भी क्या है अमानत
पूछो ना यार क्या हुआ, दिल का करार क्या हुआ, पूछो ना यार क्या हुआ, दिल का करार क्या हुआ। तुम पे तो हम मर मिटे हैं अभी से, जाने हमारा आगे क्या होगा, पूछो ना यार क्या हुआ। हमको मिल गई दुनिया प्यार की, माना हो गए तुम मेरे अपने हो, फिर भी ये सवाल दिल में ये ख्याल ना हो, ये कहीं दूर के सपने हो, ये एतबार क्या हुआ, दिल का करार क्या हुआ। तुम पे तो हम मर मिटे हैं अभी से, जाने हमारा आगे क्या होगा, पूछो ना यार क्या हुआ। कब कहाँ सब खो गई, जितनी भी थी परछाइयाँ उठ गई, यारों की महफिल हो गई तन्हाइयाँ। तब कहाँ सब खो गई, जितनी भी थी परछाइयाँ उठ गई, यारों की महफिल हो गई तन्हाइयाँ। क्या किया शायद कोई पर्दा गिराया आपने, दर्द दिल दर्द जिगर दिल में जगाया आपने, दर्द दिल दर्द जिगर दिल में जगाया आपने। पहले तो मैं शायर था, आशिक बनाया आपने, दर्द दिल दर्द जिगर दिल में जगाया आपने।
Welcome to the station where the music blasts through, because life is fun. With 99.1 FM.
गजरा लगा के गजरा सजा के, गजरा लगा के गजरा सजा के, बिजुरी गिरा के जइयो ना,
नैन मिला के चैन चुरा के, निंदिया उड़ा के जइयो ना।
गजरा लगा के गजरा सजा के, बिजुरी गिरा के जइयो ना,
नैन मिला के चैन चुरा के, निंदिया उड़ा के जइयो ना।
गजरा गजरा मुखड़ा न देखो दर्पण में, झांको जरा मेरे मन में, मुखड़ा न देखो मुखड़ा न देखो दर्पण में, झांको जरा मेरे मन में, ऐसे दिया पे छाई हो जैसे घटाएं सावन में, रात और दिन तुम्हारे बिन मन में और कौन है। अब जिद छोड़ो न आगे आगे दौड़ो, दिल ना मेरा तोड़ो, घुंघटा गिरा के
घुंघटा गिरा के मुखड़ा छुपा के बिजुरी गिरा के जइयो ना
नैन मिला के चैन चुरा के निंदिया उड़ा के जइयो ना
गजरा गजरा दिल के चैन ओ मेरे दिल के चैन चैन आए मेरे दिल को दुआ कीजिए ओ मेरे दिल के चैन चैन आए मेरे दिल को दुआ कीजिए अपना ही साया देख के तुम जाने जहां शर्मा गए अभी तो ये पहली मंजिल है तुम तो अभी से घबरा गए मेरा क्या होगा सोचो तो जरा हाय ऐसे न आहे बरा कीजिए ओ मेरे दिल के चैन चैन आए मेरे दिल को दुआ कीजिए आपका अरमा आपका नाम मेरा तराना और नहीं इन झुकती पलकों के सिवा दिल का ठिकाना और नहीं जचता ही नहीं आँखों में कोई दिल तुमको ही चाहे तो क्या कीजिए ओ मेरे दिल के चैन चैन आए मेरे दिल को दुआ कीजिए यूं तो अकेला भी अक्सर गिर के संभल सकता हूँ मैं तुम जो पकड़ लो हाथ मेरा दुनिया बदल सकता हूँ मैं मांगा है तुम्हें दुनिया के लिए अब खुद ही सनम फैसला कीजिए ओ मेरे दिल के चैन चैन आए मेरे दिल को दुआ कीजिए ओ मेरे दिल के चैन ओ मेरे
जानी
So it's just about 9 hours 50 in Guyana, right across the Eastern Caribbean. It's time for me to bring to you your horoscope segment. I love horoscope. You ready? You ready, gal? You have a on mute, gal. You got on mute, gal.
The more that I talk, I think from you.
You ready?
Go right ahead. Go right ahead.
Are you this ready? For Abby's read, are you horoscope? If you want Cancer, Virgo, or one Libra, the best? Let Abby's go.
Go, go, go.
All right, good. So, Alex, I know you're listening, and I want you to pay keen attention. And if there's anyone around you, I want you to cork the ears, because it says, if you're talking about another person today, Cancer, make sure you aren't saying anything that would be upsetting if they were standing right there. Gossip today may be running rampant.
What? Well, in all honesty, he can say what he wants to, and then he can say, well, I blame it on the medication. So I'm giving you an idea there, buddy.
No comments. For you, it says you might find yourself, Virgo that is, you might find yourself a bit unfocused and confused about which way to go, Virgo. The baffled look on your face isn't helping anyone else figure out how to help you.
That is spot on.
Spot on!
That is on. Yes, yes, yes.
Whew. Long breath. Libra, it says here this morning, it's important for you to get outside and feel the wind blowing, Libra. Reconnect with nature and be aware of the 4 elements. Take deep breaths and fill your lungs with this energizing life force.
And that is spot on for you too, because this morning you got a reminder of one of the elements
Of nature.
which is water, which was rain, right? So let me tell you something. I don't know if these things are coming from a real fortune teller or if this is just things, but I don't know. I don't think we are designing our life to suit this thing. I think this thing is be so true. What do you guys think? Do you believe in horoscopes? Guys, comment and let us know this morning. Do you believe in horoscopes, more so the horoscope coming from this newspaper? Because I believe the people who write in these things, they know all of us personally. I believe that. It gotta be somebody wrong. It's one of our friends, buddy pal.
Yes.
It's
I think
somebody
so.
around us. And they're talking in parables.
Yeah.
They come out straight up and tell you, Soraya, your face look like you don't know what to do. They've been telling you like that.
It's
They put you
somebody,
in a
it's somebody that know me. Yeah, it gotta be somebody.
right there. There's somebody right in there who know me and you and so.
I wonder if it's Miss Sharon.
Happy.
Yeah. Somebody is telling me, you know what? I know Sarai, I know Joshua, and I know Alex. So,
Right.
yeah. Joshua gotta get...
We
Joshua...
probably just start to read other people own. And they're gonna tell me too if it's true.
Or it's Raj.
Could be. Or could be Kevin
Could
too.
be Kevin too.
Because Kevin is more of the spiritual person as well.
Yeah.
So maybe it's Kevin.
It gotta be Kevin. Kevin!
Kevin, have you been watching?
Look what you did to our horoscope! You remember that Home Alone movie? Kevin! What did you do to my room? Hey.
Fantastic morning.
It
It looks as though the skies are clearing.
I
So it
just
looks
peeped
as though
outside,
we're gonna
yeah.
have a bit of a sun.
We're gonna have a
Okay,
little
yeah.
bit of a little bit of a sun today. And I wanna say good morning to all those taxi drivers. And well, I'm not gonna bash mine. Mine had it this morning. But good morning to all those taxi drivers that drive a car that has no AC. Just wanna say good morning to you.
Yesterday I used one and the AC be a little too high.
You time to turn it down?
I didn't tell you anything.
Oh. Well, when I recommend the best. So you got the best.
Well, right, it was from you. Yes. It was from you.
But before we go, we got a news coming up in just about 5 minutes. We talk about Down Syndrome Day being observed today. We talk about World Poetry Day being observed today. Both of these are important. But also what I forgot to mention, I was just boxing the pages of the Kaieteur News this morning for format, just going to see what was everything I want to pitch out today. Today is International Day of Forest 2023, and this is important for Guyana. It's International Day of Forest 2023, and if you happen to have a copy of the Kaieteur News, you can read the message from the Honorable Minister of Natural Resources, Vikram Bharat. He has a message in page 11 of the Kaieteur News this morning. So, the International Day of the Forest is celebrated on March 21. Ghana joins the rest of the world in celebrating International Day of Forest 2023. And the theme of the International Day of Forest 2023 is simple: forests and health. All right? So, I'm going to read a little bit more. Forest provides a range of goods and services. Forests sustain to support all aspects of human health, from clean water for drinking and domestic consumption, clean air, food, security, forest foods for animals and plants, and used for pharmaceutical medicines, and support a huge portion of Earth's biodiversity, among others. So, the theme for International Day of Forests 2023 is forests and health. You can read the minister's full message in page 11 of the Kaieteur News this morning.
All right.
Yeah, so you see, it's good to pick up a copy of
The Kaieteur News.
Kaieteur News. Not only for your horoscope, but for a message on
That's
International Day of the Forest, which is important for us here in Guyana.
And of course, all of the other news articles there. Important for you to stay on top and to stay in the know.
Stay in the know. I like that.
What's happening.
Hashtag stay in the know.
That's right.
All
That's right.
So we're going to go to the music now. We got the news coming up in just a bit. And then the Talk Name segment. Yes, there's a Talk Name segment in Sabaki PR where we talk Bollywood experts' name, you know. And we hope one day that I will not be calling Buddy Pal and say, Buddy Pal, we need a lawyer because we have been
Right?
sued.
That's so true.
But we all know who is that lawyer we'll be calling.
It's my joke. We're going to be putting the skills to the
To the
test.
test. And if we lose that case, I'm telling you, I am going to broadcast it to the whole world and get another lawsuit.
I like it.
Hey, we're wicked. We're gone.
Good morning.
The news comes up in just a bit. Kevin, good morning to you.
छोटी बातें छोटी छोटी बातों की है यादें बड़ी भूले नहीं बीती हुई एक छोटी घड़ी छोटी बातें छोटी छोटी बातों की है यादें बड़ी भूले नहीं बीती हुई एक छोटी घड़ी जन्म जन्म से आंखें बिछाई तेरे लिए इन राहों ने ओ मैंने तेरे लिए ही सात रंग के सपने चुने सपने सुरीले सपने भोले भाले दिल को बहलाते रहे तन्हाई में तेरे ख्यालों को सजाते रहे भोले भाले दिल को बहलाते रहे तन्हाई में तेरे
Stay on top of the news with Kaieteur Radio's main newscast, Monday to Saturday at 7 a.m., 12 p.m., and 7 p.m. You can join us Sunday too for the Weekend Review at 10 a.m. Remember to stream us online at www.kaieteurnewsonline.com or the MyTuner app, Radio Garden app, and you can also join us on Facebook at Kaieteur Radio. And remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Hey, it's your girl Shivani Ramprasad and I am inviting you down to join me on Old is Gold every Saturday night at 6 p.m. on Kaieteur Radio 99.1, 99.5 FM.
मेरे सपनों की रानी कब आएगी तू
for all your favorite Bollywood oldies. We love our old music and we want you to join us on that show as DJ Alex and I keep your company with good vibes and taking you back down into memory lane, jogging your memories. We talk about movies, all your favorite movies from yesteryear. We talk about your favorite singers, all your favorite actors, and so much more. We have so much to offer you on that show. So make sure you catch us. Let us make that a date this Saturday and every at 6 p.m. Don't you forget.
This is the news on top of the hour.
Live from our studio in Georgetown.
Kaieteur Radio, 99.1 FM.
Capsule, I'm Kevin Smith. The government's attitude is akin to the children's game of hot potatoes when it comes to accepting responsibility for the billion-dollar review of expenses to develop the offshore oil and gas resources in the Stabroek Block. Though on a much grander scale, the elected officials seem unwilling to accept the duty of conducting this process, as on one hand, Vice President Bharat Jagdeo, who is in charge of the petroleum sector and functions as Minister of Finance in the shadows, directed Kaieteur to speak with Minister of Natural Resources, Vikram Bharat, concerning the audits. At his last press conference, held on March 5th, we asked the Vice President to say when the audits for the third and fourth ExxonMobil projects, Payara and Yellowtail respectively, will be conducted, to which he responded to ask Vic. When we reached out to the minister on Friday, however, his position was that the Vice President had already addressed the subject. We, however, informed the minister that Jagdeo had directed the issue pertaining to the Payara and Yellowtail audits to him, to which he did not respond. The production sharing agreement signed between the government and the oil company allows for audits to be conducted within 2 years after each calendar year. Notably, the Payara project was approved by the administration on September 30th, 2020, paving the way for Exxon to commence investments to develop the third oil project. We had reported that if the 2-year deadline is prescribed in the Stabroek Block Agreement passes and Guyana fails to audit ExxonMobil's cost recovery bill, the country has no choice but to allow the oil company to recover $9 billion for its Payara development project in the Stabroek Block without making any objection. And in other news, Bank of Guyana profits unable to maintain country's cash reserves account now on $12 billion overdraft. Jamaican economist says Guyana is going nowhere as he fears the country could fall victim to the Dutch disease and lacks strong institutions to prevent oil corruption. Former ambassador says EID card can be sourced for half of $34 million and calls on President Ali to terminate contract with German company. Linden youth dies as tire explodes at vulcanizing shop. 1 dead, 13 homeless in massive fire at Agricola. Child playing with matches on mattress seen as main cause. And that's the news of the moment. Thank you for listening.
Keep calm, but listen on.
Rocking the waves with Kaieteur Radio.
Demerara and Essequibo 99.1 FM.
Berbice 99.5 FM.
Kaieteur Radio.
The following is a message from Kaieteur News publisher Glenn Lau.
You put an 8-year-old for run a grocery store in a village that's full of thieves, conmen, and criminals. This is what is going on in Guyana with our resources. You keep on electing people since independence who never run a cake shop with a couple chicken inside to manage the biggest industry in your country, our oil. Ever since David Granger released that ExxonMobil contract, I have been repeatedly saying, Exxon tie up Guyana like an iguana. But from now on, I have to change that completely. I recently saw a prize-winning photo for 2022 that is now being displayed in a London zoo. It shows a huge tiger with a monkey caught in its mouth by her head. Half of the monkey's head is in the tiger's mouth, And the most chilling part was watching the baby still clutching and clinging on to his mom, staring at the sky, without knowing that in a few seconds he too will be chewed up and swallowed down into the tiger's belly. You have to see this photo to really understand what I'm saying here. It's here, it's there. The person who sent that photo to me said, Glenn, that is where Exxon has Guyana and all of us. I responded to her by saying, no. It is even worse than that. The tiger ate the mother and the child. Yes. But what Exxon is doing to the Guyanese people with that 2016 contract, that same contract that Jagdeo and President Ali does not want to change, is eating not only the parents of this country, but the children and grandchildren, even the unborn children to come. Think about this. You agree with a man to furnish your house with a bed, a TV, a fridge, a stove, and a chair set. You also agree to give the man access to your bank account. The man went in and buy everything. He hands you a bill for $10 million. When you check the prices at Coates and other places, everything come up no less than $2 million. Now, here what is the trouble. When you confront the man and say, man, you robbed me $8 million. He said, we got to go back, we got to go to court. And you got to prove that. You didn't read that in the contract. That is what you agreed to, brother. When you send me for buy the things and give me a PIN number. And hear this, guys. To go to court for challenge that gangster on that $8 million. Your bank account have to pay his lawyer fees too. Guyana. That is the exact scenario playing out with ExxonMobil and this country with you paying all the lawyer fees, including ExxonMobil loan. We, Guyana. With a little crumbs that you get in. And Jagdeo, together with all the politicians in this country, going to approve the 5th project with that same terms and conditions, that same agreement in place all over again. Have a nice day. Or have a nice life, I should say. When Exxon done with you, God Almighty can help you. Join me every Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday at 7:20 p.m. on Kaieteur Radio 99.1 and 99.5 FM for the Glenn Lal Show. More to come.
Hello sporting fans, I am Sean Devers inviting you to join me this and every Wednesday from 9 to 10 p.m. for the Sean Devers Sports Watch. News, views, interviews and your calls. Entertaining, informative and educational. So join me on 99.1, 99.5 and live on Kaieteur Radio Facebook and Let's Talk Sports.
Welcome back. 10:10 on this March 21, 2023. This is the final stretch of Sabaki PR, your morning's love, your recipe for happiness. It is a great day, and we hope you guys are enjoying as we bring to you your Tuesday edition, where we go back down memory lane. We bring you the music, the melodies, and the memories of yesteryears.
Yes, absolutely. And it's 10:10. Wow, what a time. Uh, it's a wonderful morning. We hope that you guys are enjoying all the music, all of the content. We try to bring a mix of music for you today.
Yeah.
Some of the like a mashup, some of in a bit spicier style, the usual oldie. So we're giving you a nice mix of music today and every day. So it's time for your Bollywood scoop. So I've got
Yes.
just three updates for you guys today. We're starting things off with Salman Khan.
Uh-huh.
And last week Saturday on Bollywood Tunes,
Uh-huh.
I held a poll where I asked Team Salman Khan or Team Ajay Devgan.
Uh-huh.
Guess who won?
Salman Khan.
No, Ajay
Ajay
Devgan.
Ah!
So that's why I feel like I need to come in with Salman Khan scoop today because he doesn't seem to have much fans. So Salman Khan, you guys can recall sometime last year, the latter part of last year, I shared that Salman Khan had gotten he was in an attempt to be assassinated.
Yes. I remember
Remember?
that. Yeah.
Right. And so apparently, he's continuously getting more death threats.
Oh boy.
And so his security has been beefed up. So
Oh.
he received death threats via mail from gangster Goldie Brower's associate, right?
Uh-huh.
And so the security was beefed up outside the Galaxy Apartments on Sunday. So I just don't understand.
What
I
really?
don't like where this is going. You
Uh-huh.
know why?
Uh-huh.
Because once such a continuous attempt at after his life,
Uh-huh.
they're not going to stop until
Yeah.
he's harmed in some way,
Yeah.
right? And so I'm kind of really worried. Why? I mean, we may never know why. Like, for
Right.
example, the other day, too, Lionel Messi,
Yeah.
his wife's family's markets, they were also shut up. Not them, with the doors, the glass, and all that, shut up. And then there's a message, we're coming for you.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So, like sometimes I'm scared. Like, is this genuine whereby these people just want to hurt you? Because I
Yeah.
want to hurt you for no reason, kind of like you? Or
Yeah.
is it a case where these people have done something? Or is it a case where they did something that was misunderstood? Like, we may never know. Even sometimes they may not know the reasons why they're being threatened
Right.
or why
Right.
people are after their lives. And, sometimes I'm so scared. This is one of the dark sides of being a public figure,
Mm-hmm.
of being a celebrity, of this is what you have to deal with too. So sometimes you gotta understand celebrities, why the paparazzi's gotta control themselves, why not everything gotta be in public, because sometimes these people just don't have any privacy. Their whole life is out there. They're being attacked. Yeah, you have the glory of them making the money and being popular and being relevant, and but then that's the dark side also
Yeah.
of being a celebrity. So I just hope the Salman Khan continues to stay safe. And I don't know for how much longer these people are going to keep going after him, or how much longer his security is going to be able to, protect him. Because sometimes the moment you slip,
Yeah.
that is when something can happen. So God forbid, we hope that he remains
We
safe.
hope so too. He's a
Your
good
next,
guy. He's a good guy.
yes,
Mhm.
yes.
Mhm.
Your next Bollywood scoop is one that's very, very interesting because she is
Oh boy.
undoubtedly,
Mhm.
aside from Shreya Ghoshal, because she was first.
Uh-huh.
She is my most favorite singer
Okay.
in Bollywood.
Thank God you didn't
And her
say
name is
actor.
Alka Yagnik.
Mhm.
Alka Yagnik, and she turns 57 today. So happy
Happy
birthday to you,
birthday.
the singing voice, the legend, the beautiful, sweet voice of Alka Yagnik. You guys would know she dominated the 90s and early 2000s with music.
Yeah.
She's not singing so much today,
Mhm.
but her voice, and every time you hear Alka Yagnik, you're
Mhm.
looking for the second person, Kumar Sanu,
Kumar Sanu.
because they did excellently together. So happy birthday to you, Alka Yagnik from the SKP team. I really do hope that your personal assistant delivers our message, because she and I
Yes.
are good friends.
Okay.
You know. But yes, last Sunday, International Mother's Day was celebrated, and Sonam Kapoor, Alia Bhatt, and many of the mothers in Bollywood had a
Uh-huh.
lot of things to say. And there was a nice tribute. So you can head over to their social media pages and you can check out, what are some of the
Fancy.
great messages they shared on International Mother's Day.
All
Right?
right.
So guys, have a look at that. But that's your three Bollywood updates for today. We hope that you guys enjoy these updates and scoops that we're sharing with you. So you're staying on top of things when it comes to the Bollywood side of things.
All right, stay on top of the things. I like that with Bollywood Scoop. It comes here this and every Monday to Thursday. Immediately after that, 10 a.m. news. And any other message that we have, we go to it. But I love this song in the background. Shall we go to it?
Let's go.
All right.
भूल गई सब कुछ याद नहीं अब कुछ एक यही बात न भूली Julie loves you
इतना भी दूर मत जाओ के पास आना मुश्किल हो
इतना भी पास मत आओ कि दूर जाना मुश्किल हो जाने भी दो कहा मानो मेरा
ऐसा लगा बदन छू के तेरा कोई चिंगारी छूली जूली I love you
My heart is beating, keeps on repeating, I'm waiting for you. My heart is beating, keeps on repeating, I'm waiting for you. My love encloses a plot of roses, and when shall be when our next meeting? 'Cause love, you know, that time is fleeting, time is fleeting, time is fleeting. My heart is beating, keeps on repeating, I'm waiting for you. My love encloses a plot of roses, and when shall be when our next meeting? 'Cause love, that time is fleeting, time is fleeting, time is fleeting.
This is your boy Terry G, bigging up Selector Alex, Selector Alex, Selector Alex,
When I look at you, the blue of heaven seems to be deeper blue. And I can swear that God himself seems to be looking through. Zoo, 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 zoo. I'll never part from you, and when shall be when our next meeting? 'Cause love, you know, that time is fleeting, time is fleeting, time is fleeting.
कभी कभी मेरे दिल में ख्याल आता है
कभी कभी मेरे दिल में ख्याल आता है से तुझको